On the site of present-day Agadir, the Portuguese founded a merchant town by the name of Santa Cruz de Capguer in the early 1500s. The Arabs also recognized its favorable location, so the Sultan attacked it in 1541. The city, which went to the hands of the Arabs, flourished for centuries. Fearing the comeback of the Portuguese, a Kasbah was built on the 233-meter-high mountain rising above the port. Sardine fishing meant a secure living for centuries. The warm water of the Gulf streams stretched in front of the coasts of Agadir, and shoals of fish followed this stream. This is how the biggest sardine port in the world developed. Unfortunately, some decades ago the Gulf Stream was diverted from its former route. Thus the shoals of fish rarefied as well. In the port, even today, fish auctions are held. Primarily cold stores and fish processing factories bid on the bigger items. Those who long for real exoticism can go on a day-long cruise on the Atlantic Ocean. Excellent lunch is made from the fish caught along the way. If they succeed in catching a shark, they will prepare that too. Agadir was not devastated by the earthquake in the 18th century, but the one that occurred in February 1960. The epicenter of the earth and sea quake was directly next to the city. The death toll was 15,000. Practically all the buildings in the city were ruined. Reconstruction took years. Maybe there are not any monuments, but there are things to see. The new Great Mosque is just as nice as the old had been. In the place of the devastated old town, a new Medina was built, which is practically a village museum where a little Arab town was created with the concentrated use of the materials and patterns of Moroccan architecture. Coco Palizzi, designed by a famous Sicilian architect, a town lying on an area of 4 square kilometers, was made for the tourists. The conception was the synthesis of the motifs of the Mediterranean and the Berbers of the Sahara. To reduce the supposedly high cost of the construction, they collect admission fees. 180 handicraft shops, Arab cafes, and 4 restaurants can be found on the inside. The construction is continuous. In the near future, the development of the botanical garden will be started. The prices in the shops are higher than in the bazaars, and it's not possible to bargain as much, but the articles of controlled quality are made in front of our eyes. Photographers should not miss this. If we sit around at this essence of Moroccan culture, we understand why Pierre Loti, the French writer who settled in Istanbul, Saint-Exupéry, the pilot writer, Tennessee Williams, Jean Genet, film directors Bernardo Bertolucci and George Lucas, the crime story writer Agatha Christie, and the Orientalist Professor Germanus admired the country. Agadir is primarily a holiday resort, with a pleasantly warm weather, often with hazy air in the mornings and bright sunshine in the afternoons. Due to its favorable location, the ocean moderates the warmth of the Sahara, and the Atlas protects it from the winds. The hotels of the city meet all expectations. We can find cheap little hotels further from the coast, and going towards the coast, we find 4 or 5-star luxury hotels. Several hotels have their own beach on the coast, and we can find swimming pools in all of them. In many of them, all-inclusive service is offered. Fitness and wellness centers function in them, and the organizers tempt the tourist with different sports opportunities. In one of the hotels of Agadir operates the biggest thalassa therapeutic center of the world. On the sand of the coast, we can try the camel ride, and on the farther sand dunes we can ride a quad, which is a 4-wheel sand runner. We may surf or kite, and they may also organize day-long yacht excursions. As an evening program, we could see the high-quality show at the Café de Paris. Those who would like something more authentic should not miss the Berber music night. Dinner is served in a real Casbah, which consists of tagine and couscous, naturally.